Hi guys, my name is Jamie Enright. I'm a student at Southern Utah University, and I recently completed the EDGE program. And what I did for my project was I studied abroad in Spain, and that was super fun. Lots of life lessons. It was a bumpy start and a bumpy end, but the middle was awesome. So let me tell you a little bit about that. I first had a little trouble getting over there because my passport was apparently a land and sea passport, which is different from a regular passport. So, showed up at the airport, LAX, and they wouldn't let me get on the plane, and I about near had a panic attack. But eventually, my mom worked it all out. She is amazing. She pulled all these strings and everything, and 2 days later, I was able to get a flight over to Barcelona. So once I got there, it was incredible. There was, the Sagrada de Familia. We went to the beach, which is so different from beaches here. There are people just constantly swarming you, trying to sell you tapestries and alcoholic beverages and any kind of souvenirs ever. They're just, your local skeezy people. But what they were selling was actually pretty cool. My friend Becca did actually end up buying a really nice tapestry. Then from there, we basically bounced from village to village. It was nice to get out of like the really touristy parts, and that's something I'm really grateful for. That we were able to go to the countryside and go to these small villages where they're not used to seeing all these, American people wandering around their hometowns. The biggest change is just the siestas, where they just take their midday nap, and we do not have anything like that here. We're kind of like workaholics in America, and I've never really noticed that until I was in Spain. They will take a 2 to 3 hour nap or nap time in the middle of the day where they spend time with family, friends, or they sleep. So that is kind of frustrating just because, as a tourist, as a selfish tourist, I wanted, items from stores or food or whatever, and every shop is closed. It's bizarre, but anyways, that was something to get used to. Other than that, the cathedrals are incredible. They're something you'd picture in heaven. Just the artwork, the architecture, even run down buildings in Spain too. There's so much detail in the architecture. It's just mind-boggling. Um, the food was awesome in some places. Sushi, not so much. They need to work on the sushi a little bit, but breakfast is really different. Like one of their prime meals is like bread with tomato paste on top, where we're used to really like sweet things. They really like savory things and fish for breakfast. Lots of fish all over the place. Super good. Um, what else? We visited so many things. I held an owl in Spain that for the first time. Actually, I have a picture of that, but we'll get to that in a second. Um, I met a lot of great people. We went to the botanical gardens, and two people that I got to know really well got engaged at the botanical gardens in Madrid, and I was able to help pick out the spot. Just a beautiful bushel of roses, or whatever the word is for that, um, in the background. And before that, we got to go see in an art museum. Can't remember the name of it, but I think it's the Prado. We got to see Francisco de Goya's artwork, which was super cool because I have seen some of his famous paintings in textbooks before, and then I got to see the original right in front of me. Oh, and we also got to see the place where Columbus met with King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella to ask them to fund his trip to find the Americas. So just so much history. I'm sure I'm leaving out 1,000 things, but it was the best trip of my life, in my young life. Hopefully get to experience more of that, but I am so grateful that I got to partake in this amazing trip. The professors helped us out so much. We had a rough end as well because we lost a lot of our money, but we were able to get home okay, and I'm really grateful to the SUU psychology department, the EDGE program, for making this trip happen. So Thanks, guys.